Hi, everyone. Happy Sunday evening, September 24th. We are here for our Module 5 discussion for our group check-in. So I am here with Sandra and Kamara, and as per usual, we really like to talk on our videos, so we are here doing that. So how is the semester going? We got a lot of great check-in questions. How is our math gremlin doing? Something that we've covered that we don't quite get yet. And sharing something that we're grateful for. So these are kind of the just like loose topics that we're going to share. Um, we were kind of talking a little bit before the recording started, and I will just open it up and say this semester has been very tough. Not in a math gremlin way. I actually like the statistics. The SPSS is interesting and fun to kind of like navigate and figure out, and I find data interesting. So I like that. But in terms of the workload and balancing work, class, family, life, etc., what it says in our prompt, it's been very difficult. Work has a lot going on right now. I support educators, so they all went back to school in August, and so most of my programs are really kicking up. I have a lot of travel going on with work. Family has also got a lot of personal needs on me. And then this semester, 3 classes, trying to balance the three with the workload of the different assignments and also simultaneously juggling like writing on the dissertation. It's been tough. So the gremlin I think I'm feeling is more of like a overwhelmed gremlin. And it's showing up a lot. So, and if it's showing up, how can we support? One of the things we're talking about, and I'm sure Sandra and Kamara will probably chime in on this too, but I do find the professor's feedback extremely helpful, and I find the flexibility in this program so far and the understanding of what we're all dealing with has been something I'm very grateful for, because I think it is helpful in that sort of support. So as long as that support continues, I'm exceedingly grateful for that.
You gonna go, Kamara?
Yeah, I would be happy to. Yeah, I too, so far this class, I'm not feeling like intimidated by anything. I too have appreciated the SPSS. I appreciate perhaps the level that our textbook is written at, because I feel like it just really helps me understand it. So I'm really appreciative of that. And it's interesting for me because I feel like maybe for one of the first times, like, my third or fourth time taking statistics in my scholastic endeavors. And I think for the first time, I really feel like I can get into it because I realize I'm going to use it. Like as a researcher, I'm going to use it and it feels like it maybe has some purpose. And so that also makes it like so much easier for me to kind of enter into the process. I am utterly overwhelmed. As you can see, I'm coming to you from a hotel room, and I think I travel every week between now and Christmas. And so I think every one of these videos, you're going to see me either in a different hotel room or having just gotten home from being in a different hotel room. And I think that feels incredibly overwhelming to me because number one, just what it takes to just like cognitively and energy wise do that much travel. But then a lot of this is early morning, late night whining, dining. And so it's really tough to figure out how to, fit the schoolwork in. So I think for me right now, I'm just trying to take it like day by day and moment by moment and not look too far ahead. I feel like it's when I look really far ahead that honestly, the anxiety almost just does me in. So I would say to that end, I am, you know, it, grateful that I have a husband who's incredibly supportive of all of this, right? Because not only am I traveling, but then when I'm home, I'm doing schoolwork. So, I'd like to still be married at the end of this program. I am incredibly grateful for this group. I look forward to these video nights. Like it just does something to me to just connect. I am grateful for the connection that we have outside of these videos as well. And Kelly, I would just echo, we were saying this, I just really feel like there's such sincerity on the part of the professors around when they say take care of yourself and do what you can, and we're going to try to be flexible and work with you, like they mean it. It's not just platitudes. And I feel like they do it without sacrificing excellence, because I also don't want like a cakewalk. Like I don't want to get to the end of this and feel like I didn't do an excellent job. So I think the opportunity to kind of balance both of those things is really unique, but I feel very held and supported that way. And that if I needed to do sort of like the emergency call, and say like I just need some space for a week or so and I'll be back, I could do that. So
I think that you guys both have said it perfectly. I know that all of the faculty from this semester, they've heard from me already, because you guys both know I've had a really tough September. I am very overwhelmed because I'm just nervous. I think my anxiety, it has a lot to do with the fact that I also, in addition to traveling and work, my pop is still forming, and it's gone through some iterations, and I haven't been able to keep up with going, like, the idea has evolved, but I haven't gone back to the foundations to like support it with the literature that I need. So I almost wish like there was like a month of just quiet time so that we can just go back and bins everything, find the new crop of articles that I need for this new idea that I've landed on. If I could do that, then I just can't carve out that time. And like Kelly, you said 3 classes is intense. I'm okay so far with 701. I know I'm behind on submitting stuff, but Kate has been great, and Nicole and Brian for us. They have been so, like you said, they've walked the talk, or they talk the walk. They walk the talk. That they're caring. They don't make me feel bad. They know that I'm going to get to it. And you don't get docked for it. I think the communication has been, and I can text them and I'll say, I'm here, I'm back. Mm-hmm. So the community of faculty, the caring and concern that we get from faculty has been really helpful. This is lifeline right here. So this is like lifeline. Like today, even if I didn't or hadn't done the reading, whatever was supposed to be, I was going to show up and just like either hide or be off camera, but I just wanted to be here because I also learn from just listening to your observations. And whoever's watching this video, you should know that we do a lot of support outside every day, every week, just checking in, just calming each other down. And then the other thing that I'm really grateful for is my connection to my problem of practice. Like, I know that I'm doing the thing that I want to do. I just don't have enough time to do it. I'm like, Kamara and I talk a lot about like, we're doing it already. We're working it. Like, this is real action research every day. I just want to get all the bells and whistles and go through the gauntlet and be able to say that I've done the due diligence of what it takes to be, a doctorate, to have a doctorate. But like, I know this is the right stuff, and I'm validated every day at work that what my hunch is, or that what I want to study is what I want to study. Although there are days that I'm like, do I need to go through all this? This is the action researcher's other side, which is the strong practitioner in me says like, you're doing it. Why do you have to go back? But I'm here because I want to contribute to the research too. Right? Like I want to field build. I want to be able to say like what we're doing is actually helping or not helping. So I just am overall grateful. But it's really overwhelming right now. That's all. We've got
I appreciate what you said about we're doing the work, like I feel that way too. And I think part of like my flailing about was changing jobs and having to change, like, while it didn't change completely, I'm still in the realm of professional learning and working with educators. The context changed quite a bit, and which changed the theoretical frameworks. And so like while I feel strongly about doing the work, I also want to contribute. And I think like theoretical frameworks and like the literature is my weakest point right now, where I have so much experience in the practical application, in the like connections with the practitioners on the ground. And I'm a practitioner myself, and I'm building things and I'm testing things, like that's my job. And I have a grounding in theory coming from prior education, and I work for an educational research organization. So I have bodies of research available to me, but the formal process of binning my new literature that I need to do, and looking deeply into those theoretical frameworks, it's almost like I need to go back to the first semester and have, like you said, that time to just do that based on where I am now and everything I know now, because I do feel like I have a much deeper understanding of the significance and the importance of even hermeneutics. Okay, so hermeneutical understanding, I just have to say, like, this week, I think is the first week that I finally was like, okay, I think I finally understand this like a tiny bit after reading like hours worth of articles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely relate to exactly what the two of you are saying. I think for me, just finally landing on my theoretical framework at the end of last semester, and I'm also appreciating the need for theoretical framework. Like, I think there's been times where the practitioner in me is so strong that I'm a little bit like, okay, with the epistemology. But I am now genuinely understanding why that is so important, right? Because it really does shape the intervention, and it shapes in many ways even the interpretation of the data as it comes back and what you're going to do with it. So I do see the importance of it, and I wish I could just have the time and space to go deep in it. I mean, I think about my boss when she got her PhD, she had a whole reading year, right? Like, it was just built in where they just, because it was what you did full time. And so she read for a year on the theories and things that she was going to use. And obviously it's a different, right? It's a theoretical degree and things like that. But I am feeling like there's not enough space.
Yeah.
And if we weren't working full time, there probably would be enough space. But I think to do all of this and that, and to think that that theoretical part is part of what we're defending in April. Like, it would be different if I felt like, oh, we're going to have all this time post these 3 classes, but I don't think we really do. I don't know. Maybe someone will pop on and tell us, don't worry, there's more time, but
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
Awesome. Well, I think that I'm going to wrap up our conversation for now, but that's where we all are. So thanks for joining us. And thank you to the professors again for all your support. And thank you, Kamara and Sandra, for being here every other week this semester, but couldn't do it without you. And thank you for being there all the time online on Slack, because couldn't do it without that. So
Ditto,
we
same.
will see,
Ditto.
see you all on the next discussion. Bye.
Ditto.
ditto.